and I'm the director of EmDot Property, and I wanted to start doing things a little bit differently with the business to try and help people that are looking to either be buying or renting, or just any advice about property, and I thought that this would be a very good place to start. Tracy is a very good friend of mine. We've known each other for a long time, and I pick her brains constantly for clients and put her in touch with lots of clients and people that I know. So we thought we would have a drink on a Friday and start asking Tracy some questions and see if it helps you all in this uncertain times. So, hi Tracy.
Hi Kate. It's been an interesting sort of week, 2 weeks in the market in particular, but to be honest with you, we can see what the Bank of England are trying to achieve. It is going to put pressure on the market in general, people that have currently got mortgages in particular, and people's view on buying, but it's still a very positive environment, and we want to make sure is that people can continue to afford their mortgages and help them sort of in the best way that we can. I think lenders are sort of looking to achieve reviews on clients earlier, so 6 months rather than 3 to 4 months that seemed the norm. And so it would be a case that if there's anybody that we could help, and equally you could chat to people and see how you can assist with ideas, then together perhaps we could work on that, and if people want advice, come and speak to us.
Yeah, well, that's good, and you know that I totally trust you, and that's why I recommend you a lot. And I think there's people out there that are panicking now to be thinking, oh my God, what should I do? My mortgage is due for renewal in November. Should I be looking at things now, or do I wait until mine's due next year? Should I be trying to fix things? Is it going to get worse? There's so many questions that I'm being asked all the time, and obviously I'm not qualified to answer them. I know that you can't generalise and sort of give people advice on here, but I would recommend that people do have more individual questions that they can contact you. But if you could just sort of let us know what you think people are wondering.
I think it's very difficult to know what's going to happen. We're getting asked questions, do I go 2 year, 3 year, 5 year fixed? And again, it's very individual and down to budgets also, and people's concern on what they might be paying. If you've got a mortgage due, I would almost say within the next 12 months, it would be worth having a discussion. Most lenders, whilst we can get product transfer options 6 months in advance at the moment, there is sort of lenders that will look at potentially holding a rate for 6 months, and we can actually get a 6 month extension on the product that we've been told. So the lenders are in the market for helping people, and the sooner that people start talking to us, the better. Even if we keep you with your existing lender, that's something we can help with. So it's not necessarily a case that, we look to move people to different lenders. And I know that sometimes people are very much like, I don't want the paperwork, I don't want to, have to have a lot of hassle for doing that. But at least by coming to a broker, you get individual advice, you get to look at what your own lender will do for you, and also look at the market to make sure that is actually the best option for you.
Yeah, well that's really good. And I think that if people have already got their existing broker, and I think they can also go to them, it's not just you, but you are so helpful. But I think that with people are scared, and I think that's what I'm getting. That's why they ask me as an estate agent rather than a financial advisor sometimes, because they're like, do you think I can do this? Do you think it's possible? Is this going to affect me or whatever? And I think going to somebody like you, and not, again, there's lots of people like you out there, isn't there? But I think that it just means that you can look on your computer, you can look at the figures, you can look at the rates change. I've tried to Google for a few different people when I've been on the phone to them about what happens if they're on like a 1.8% mortgage at the moment that they've been fixed in for the last 2 years. And then now, obviously, what's your average?
I would say it depends on loan to value, but realistically, fixed rates 5-year around about 5.5%. The 2 and 3 year fixed rates, which is unusual, are actually higher than that, so more like sort of the 6% mark. And so it's very much a case that, we don't know what's going to happen with the interest rates. There's different predictions are coming through different sources. And, ultimately, if the rates do go up further and you haven't secured a product, then it's going to mean an increase of payments. The good thing by looking at securing a product now is that you can secure a product, but if rates were to actually get better, then we can reduce the interest rate actually down. So let's say, for example, your mortgage isn't due until December, but we've secured a product now, and for whatever reason the rates do get better, we can actually secure a different product nearer the time. So what I'm saying to a lot of my customers is we will secure that now, in effect hedge what we're doing for you, and then I will keep a diary note on and look to review it nearer the time. And in the interim, if the rates were to get better, we drop onto a lower product. So it's very much about making sure you do the right thing for you, you get the best product for you. Unfortunately, we haven't got a crystal ball. If we had a crystal ball, it would make life easier, but then we wouldn't be sat here, would we? So we'd be in the Caribbean or somewhere. So very much, I think, getting advice and somebody that can monitor things for you. I think from a service perspective, you get whole of market advice, review, whereas you're not going to get that by necessarily just speaking to one lender, one person, albeit what we want people to do is do something and not just, sort of sit back
and worry.
That's
really good. Yeah. Thank you very much, Tracy.
Excellent. Thank you for inviting me to your new venture.
Yeah, I know, it's good. And I think if anyone does have any questions or anything, you won't mind answering them, will you?
Absolutely no.
Even if people want to email in or even contact Tracy directly, we'll make sure that all of her details are available so that you can do that. Thanks very much.
Thank you.